Story 3. The Tale of the Fisherman and the Jinni. The Fisherman's Daily Struggle. Once upon a time, in a coastal village nestled by the turquoise waters of the Arabian Sea, there lived an old fisherman. Every day before the break of dawn, the fisherman would leave his modest home and head to the shore. His life was a humble one, filled with the daily struggle of casting his net into the sea, hoping to catch enough fish to feed his family and sell at the market. The fisherman was known in his village for his perseverance and unwavering faith. Despite his age and the hardships he faced, he never complained. His weathered hands and lined face told the story of a life spent at sea. One fateful morning, as the sun's first rays began to illuminate the horizon, the fisherman set out with his net, his heart filled with hope. The strange catch. After hours of laboring without a single catch, the fisherman felt a sudden, heavy pull on his net. Excitement surged through him as he imagined the bounty that awaited him. But when he pulled the net ashore, he found, to his surprise, an old brass jar sealed with lead and bearing the seal of King Solomon. Curiosity piqued, the fisherman carefully pried open the jar. To his astonishment, a thick, dark smoke began to pour out, swirling into the sky and gradually forming into a towering figure. Before him stood a fearsome Jinni, his eyes blazing with anger and resentment. The Jinni's vow. The Jinni, stretching his massive limbs after centuries of confinement, roared with fury. "I am the Jinni Asmodeus, imprisoned by King Solomon himself. For centuries I have waited for my release. In the first 100 years, I vowed to reward the one who freed me with untold riches. In the second 100 years, I vowed to grant my savior 3 wishes. But as the centuries passed and no one came to my rescue, my heart turned to stone. Now, I vow to kill the one who freed me, granting them a choice of their death." The fisherman, though trembling with fear, spoke with wisdom and courage. "O mighty Jinni, I implore you to reconsider. I freed you from your imprisonment. Surely that deserves some gratitude." But the Jinni, consumed by his vow of vengeance, was unyielding. "Prepare to meet your end, mortal." The fisherman's cleverness. Realizing he had to think quickly, the fisherman devised a plan. "Before you take my life, great Jinni, I have one final request. I find it hard to believe that such a mighty being as yourself could fit into this small jar. Could you prove it to me?" The Jinni, prideful and eager to demonstrate his power, laughed mockingly. "You doubt my might? Watch and be amazed." With that, he transformed back into a cloud of smoke and funneled himself into the jar. The fisherman, seizing his chance, quickly sealed the jar with the leaden stopper. The Jinni, realizing he had been outwitted, began to rage and plead from within the jar. But the fisherman stood firm, knowing the dangers of releasing such a vengeful creature. The fisherman's bargain. The Jinni, desperate to escape his confinement once more, changed his tone. "Wise fisherman, you have bested me. Release me, and I swear by the name of Solomon to not only spare your life, but to also grant you great riches and protection." The fisherman, still cautious, replied, "How can I trust the word of one who vowed to kill me?" The Jinni pleaded earnestly, "By the seal of Solomon and the heavens above, I swear to honor my promise. Release me, and I will prove my sincerity." After a moment of contemplation, the fisherman decided to take a leap of faith. He cautiously unsealed the jar, and the Jinni emerged once more. True to his word, the Jinni did not harm the fisherman. Instead, he led him to a hidden cave filled with treasures beyond imagination, gold coins, precious gems, and rare artifacts. The Jinni's gift. As the fisherman marveled at the wealth before him, the Jinni spoke. "Take what you can carry, and may it bring you and your family prosperity. In addition, I grant you a magical gift, the ability to summon me whenever you are in need. Simply call my name, Asmodeus, and I shall appear." The fisherman, his heart filled with gratitude and relief, thanked the Jinni and gathered as much treasure as he could carry. He returned to his village, where his newfound wealth brought joy and comfort to his family. He used his fortune wisely, helping those in need and earning the respect and admiration of his community. A life transformed. Years passed, and the fisherman's life was transformed. He no longer struggled with the hardships of poverty. Whenever he faced a challenge, he remembered the Jinni's gift and called upon Asmodeus, who faithfully came to his aid. The story of the fisherman and the Jinni spread far and wide, becoming a legend in the coastal villages and beyond. It served as a reminder of the power of cleverness, the value of trust, and the enduring strength of faith and perseverance. And so, the humble fisherman who had once struggled to make ends meet lived out his days in peace and prosperity, his legacy forever etched in the annals of Arabian folklore.